the franchise that has the poorest ratings at the moment.
It's so sad. So
Real
sad.
Housewives of Atlanta, Jason, the worst ratings to date. Please just give us your opinion and don't be too hard.
I don't, I'm trying not to be too hard because I really hope it turns around. The season it really needs to. I really lost in the Bolo season 2 seasons ago. I really lost all hope. I was just like, this is just boring. And then it got even worse. And then, they tried to add just a new dynamic. I was really excited about Sonia Richards-Ross joining the cast. I think I said this last week. That was kind of, and I still like her, but it was an interesting episode. Where do you want to start with this one?
Did you mute me?
No, but you were muted, I think.
The whole time?
No, just when you were just talking about Atlanta. I was like waiting for you. I was like, is it my ears?
No. Okay, guys. So what I was going to say was for a while now, Jason has been asking for a Real Housewives of Atlanta like cast shakeup, saying we need Portia back. Like the cast is not strong enough on its own. And I understand like bringing Marlo in and giving her canned peaches. So Moneta says, like, I get that. And that was still great. But this cast this season, the numbers don't lie. They went from 800 and something thousand viewers for the opening night to 700 and something thousand to 600 and something thousand. Who even knows what last night was? But I can tell you that I fell asleep 3 times last night while watching it. So it obviously wasn't that fucking good.
No, it was unfortunate. It wasn't that good. I think the most interesting part to me was that we're still dealing with Mama Joyce and Todd. At this point, I feel like Mama Joyce needs to give it up. And Candy is always like, I need to have a bigger conversation and be a little more like hard on what I'm going to tell Mama Joyce on how she should be with Todd. But then going back, it's so funny to go back and look at Mama Joyce's argument of Todd. And I know it's Candy's mother, but like Candy brought everyone up. You know what I mean? She elevated everyone's life. So kind of like Sonia did. You're on mute again.
There we go. I don't know why it keeps muting me.
I don't know.
I said my mom would be the exact same way.
Yeah. Well,
she literally would, like, if Jason and I were not together and I had Candy's money and I brought a new guy around, my mom would be like, I don't know you. I don't trust you. I don't trust anything about you. I think that this is a total come up. I don't like your ass and I will be watching. Like, would she not?
No, but this has been going on for a decade, right? He's not going anywhere. He has kids with her. And I agree with Candy's sentiment of like, no, the children, when they get older, they do not want to turn around and watch their grandmother bash their dad. It's just not something that needs to happen. And I think Todd had a good point that Mama Joyce, especially at BravoCon, was going for that wow moment, right? I mean, it's,
But then also, I don't understand what Mama Joyce wants. Like you said at first, when you first met him, he was very meek and he was like, oh no, I don't necessarily have a job. I'm in production. And now all of a sudden he like has his head in the clouds and he's doing the damn thing. But now his head has gotten too big. Like, do you want like the overachiever son-in-law? But are you pissed off that that's on the heels of your daughter? Like, what do you want? Because at the point that you have a daughter who's in Candy's position, who's almost literally an EGOT, right? She has all of these awards. She makes a shit ton of money. You're not going to have a very large pool of people who are going to be formidable suitors for her. Like, they're not going to be, there won't be like this whole group of people who can match her. Like, it's very hard.
And isn't really my problem of, let's say, the situation with Mama Joyce and Todd. It's they have nothing else to do on this show right now but refocus on old crap that no one wants to watch.
BravoCon.
We need Portia. We need somebody. We need some old back. We've tried to add new cast members. It doesn't work. Courtney is a fail. Like Moneta's a great friend. I would love to see her hold a peach. I love the interview with her that you did. I thought she would be a great cast member.
I think that she's 10 times more entertaining than what they share.
I agreed. And I just, it's the same. We're just doing the same repetitive things on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, and it sucks. It
Yeah,
sucks.
but also the way that they keep revisiting BravoCon, you and I were almost certain, like based off of the way that they keep mentioning it. And last week it was BravoCon, BravoCon, BravoCon. Girl, BravoCon was wild. BravoCon, Mama Joyce at BravoCon, and you were like
filming right
maybe,
after.
well, maybe they're about to, yeah, but you even thought maybe they're about to make a big announcement, right? Because the way that they were so heavily featuring BravoCon, I was like, oh. But then we both talked about it, and they're like, no, if they were going to make a BravoCon announcement, it would be on the heels of the Vanderpump Rules reunion.
Absolutely.
Even still, that would be this week. We haven't gotten in like any announcements, but I don't know. I really don't know.
It's crazy. I don't know either. I don't know. I have to muster up the energy on Sunday nights to watch Atlanta.
Yeah.
And I don't know why. This has never been a problem before, ever. You know?
Well, I think it's because Nene is gone and we don't have, it's not the same Atlanta. Like
It's
even
really
Sheba
not.
Sheree, she's a grandmother now. I want to see you being a grandmother. Cue Kim Zolciak in her divorce and her wig.
Oof, Lord have mercy.
Like,
that might help.
You know what I mean? Portia, if she really wanted to come back, they would give her a shit ton of money to return to the show. Yeah. Like she's not out because they don't want her there. She's out because she does not want to be there. There's a difference.
Right. That's the big difference. Big difference there.
Yeah. She chose, it was either for her, I think it was Simon or the show, and she chose Simon. Big Apple Girl 247. Wouldn't Atlanta be better with Kim? She'd have to be with mostly new people and would probably have an OG chip on her shoulder. Love you. Happy Pride. Hey, happy Pride. And
thanks for the super chat.
Thank you for the super chat. Fall Lover. Hi. Thank you for being
welcome. Listen, I at this point, I would try anything. Let's bring Kim back. Let's go through that mess. But by the time we pick up cameras, is that mess still going to be going on? Let's see. But I think she brings a very valid point there, Big Apple Girl. Like, yes, she has the OG chip on her shoulder. There's a whole bunch of new girls. Maybe they should change up the cast a little more. Give someone for Kim to film with. Bring Cynthia back for a season and let her film with her. I just don't know. I don't know.
Somebody. Emily, cast fame and the Real Housewives of Atlanta ratings are negatively correlated. Norma said, let's just forget about the Real Housewives of Atlanta. See, and that's the thing. I don't want to just forget about the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Like, that sucks, though, that people are really not that interested. We originally were going to do an after party and a full recap dedicated to the Real Housewives of Atlanta, and it took us the first episode to decide no.
Yeah. I mean, we can't carry it on. And I feel like some of and I don't want to keep repeating myself, but I feel like some of the subject matter is a bit like too much. Like I think this country and a lot of us have been pretty, hit hard by a lot of the shootings that have. That's not something I want to talk about. I know it does kind of relate to her and stuff like that, but you're mad that Candy didn't send flowers. And I just feel like this is it's not good TV.